Sorry if I look and sound like I just woke up, because technically I didn't. I've been up for hours, but I just got up. Like, I just got up out of my bed and, brushed my teeth and all that. So technically I just got up, but I've been awake. Your was good. Now, as always, I wasn't going to record today. But, there's been something that's been on my mind for a while now. And I feel like I don't really know what it is. Like, I don't really have the full explanation. But I feel like if I talk it out, then I might be able to figure out what's going on. Because I have always had, a love for beauty. And I have a deep love for beautiful women. But the way I went about it when I was younger, it doesn't match up with, the way I feel about it now. It's confusing, Like, if you see a beautiful woman in like your sexual prime, what's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind? Oh, I want to kill that shit type shit, Or I want to make love to that fine woman, something like that. But since I'm in a space now where it's like I don't really care for meaningless sex, and I don't really care for just having sex with like one woman just because she's beautiful and just moving on type shit. I can't really see myself doing that anymore. So now it's like I see a beautiful woman on Instagram, and instead of being like, yo, I want to smack, I'm lying. I am lying. I'm still a nigga at heart. I'm still gonna think, yo, ooh, but I'm not gonna act on those feelings, But now I see a beautiful woman on Instagram, and it's just like, it's just that. Like, she's just a beautiful woman on Instagram. And I'm just trying to find a new way to show my appreciation for, the beautiful women of the world. So I took it upon myself to start working more on my, my portraits. Because I don't do portraits. Anybody who asks me, like, yo, can you draw me, blah, blah, blah. If you're willing to pay, then, you'll get further. Because some people be like, yo, draw me. And then, like, I'll be like, alright, here's my cash app. And I'm like, cash app for what? For my breach, nigga. This is my job. Thank you. But I've been working on my portraiture, and it's not bad, I think I've been doing very well. These two are pretty old. Well, not really old, but like oldish. And these two are my more recent ones of the same woman. Let's see what else I got in here. I've just been drawing, like, remember how I said in my last video, if the last video's up, because it's, like, to this day, I still didn't edit that video, and it's been, like, weeks. I started it, it's almost done, but, like, once I got near the end, my mood kind of drifted down. I'm like, I'm not gonna force myself to finish this. I'm gonna just come back to it, and, procrastination happens, focusing on other things, my mood, switches a lot, so I ain't get back to it, but I will. It's gonna be up before you see this video. So, there's those. Actually, hold on, let me go back real quick, because let me show y'all this piece right here that I have a print of if you guys want it, You see real close. You see my nice little leg tat in the rips of the jeans? Very proud of that. Tried to finesse that shit in there real quick. But yeah, I've just been drawing all the beautiful women I see on Instagram that have like photos on their page that make me want to recreate it, that gives me that inspiration. Because it's one thing to be beautiful, you got to be photogenic as well, I may not be the finest nigga, but I know my selfie game is strong, you feel me? Catch me in a video that I took, I look even better. Catch me in a video that someone else took, I'm alright. But I can just show y'all all the pieces I did of people all day right now. Like, look, there's this one. Like, most of the pieces I've done recently have been based on someone, like loosely based, like this. I actually drew this one live, and anyone who saw the live, I appreciate y'all, OD. So, this one was based off of a woman, or, it was a picture on Instagram of a woman, leaning over the counter taking a drink, it's just a woman that I follow, and she's gorgeous. I saw the picture, I'm like, yo, that shit is beautiful. And it's funny because I didn't even see it on Instagram, I saw it in like my saved photos because I like to screenshot and take photos of stuff I see like in real life that I can go home and recreate. So I saw it in my saved photos, like, nah, I gotta recreate that. And it started off as literally just that. Like, it was just gonna be her on a counter drinking. And then I could just put it up on the screen, but I wanna see it. I wanna see it myself. And then once I did that, you know, I was like, she gotta be sitting on something. So I'll put the stool there, and then I'm like, she gotta be laying on something. So I put the bar there, and the bar was just supposed to come this way. And then, you know, I put the bartender up there. I was like, okay, all right, let me have it curve this way. And then, you know, we just got in detail. Like, this is my son Sean the John. That's what me and the stream named it. Other than that, you know, I just drew this one real quick piece of someone on Twitter. You know, my little art break ended earlier than I thought. My book isn't done yet, but it's still close. It's still close. I just got to do the last chapter. So, you know, since I'm flooding with so much creativity right now, let me just, you know, try to put it all on paper before I go back to being stuck and, you know, having to work on my poetry. Because I love my poetry, but my creativity is a two-sided coin. It's like either I'm writing all the time or I'm drawing all the time. There's rarely a time where I'm doing both, you know? So that coin flipped back to my art, so I'm, you know, trying to take advantage. I'm not trying to force myself to finish the book, because I don't want it to feel rushed. I don't want it to feel just, you know, unfinished. I wanted to keep that same energy that it had when I wrote it 2 years ago with the new flavors, because my mind state is in something very similar to what it was back then. So, you know, I'm just trying to have Gucci. Like, I just want that shit to be Gucci. You feel me? I just want to put it out. Like, all right, yo, this is what I went through. This is what I'm kind of going through now. So, please be nice to me. But when it comes to my love for beautiful women, it's like drawing them isn't really enough. Like, I have to be in the presence of beauty. Like, beautiful men, beautiful women, beautiful art. It doesn't matter. I just need to be there. Like, I want to be a part of a beautiful world, you know? And I've always been someone who has a lot of female friends. I always, you know, find myself naturally building platonic friendships with women just, you know, easier than guys. I only know like 2 guys that I really fuck with over my life, and only one of them I talk to now. So having platonic friendships with women it's nothing new to me, but it was always in, you know, a different light. Like if I fuck with you type shit and you friend zone me, then, you know, I'm gonna just be chilling in the friend zone. It's not that serious, you know? Or if, you know, I like you but I don't vocalize it and we just become friends from there, then, you know, that's how it used to happen. But nowadays, since I stick to myself so much, the only people I really know is through Instagram and people I meet every, you know, here and there, since I don't go to work anymore. That set time for social interaction is no longer there. You know, I haven't been to school in years, so that's also gone. So I'm only social like sometimes type shit. So my circle of friends has always been small, but now it's like compact, you know. So there's only like a very few people that I fuck with, but I'm still out every now and then type shit. Like today I have a whole art show to go to, my first art show, and I am nervous. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm gonna just pull up with some prints and shit, just like, yo, fuck with me. Straight like that. I don't care. Because I feel mad unprepared. Technically I am unprepared, but you know, my printer's right there, so I can just print my prints anyway. But even if I have everything I need, I'm still feel unprepared. But when it comes to being around beautiful women, it's like, since I'm not looking at them in the sexual light anymore, it's like me and you need to be friends. Like, we need to be cool. I need to feel your energy. I need to reciprocate that energy, and we can really build like calm friendships with these beautiful people, you know? Like, if I see a beautiful dude, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's my mans. I don't care if he doesn't know me, that's my mans. Like, before I quit, there was this guy who started working. Like, you know, he was a new worker, and niggas used to say, oh, y'all both the light skinned brothers and type shit, cause we the same skin tone. He was a little younger than me. He really had that like that fuck boy look, you know, with with the Afro type shit, like my type of Afro, but like with the tape up, so it goes all the way around, and he had more facial hair than me and shit. So when I saw him, I'm like, oh yeah, that nigga's beautiful. Like that's really about to be my son. Like that's really my mains for the remainder of the time. And I went up to him, I'm like, yo, bro, what's good? Blah blah blah. And the remainder of the time, guess what? That was really my mains because I appreciate male beauty and I appreciate, female beauty, and I just want to be in that space. Like we know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but for me, you gotta be in my eyes, my hands, you gotta be in my heart. You feel me? I gotta feel your presence. I find beauty in a lot nowadays, more than just women. I mean, I always have. I find a lot of beauty in nature too. Especially because, my hair's been green for so long. I gotta re-dye my hair though. But my hair's been green for so long and I feel like I'm a tree. Like I'm really a fucking tree. Like I'm 6'4", I'm damn near a tree anyway. But with the green bush at the top, it's like, yeah, bro, you're a fucking tree. You're a palm tree with the way your hair be hanging off and shit. So, a lot of times there'd be places like this, like my room. I created a whole beautiful creative space for me to really live. Like when I quit my job, this whole room, like this is why, actually I probably talked about it when it happened, but this is why my setup is different. Like right here used to be my bed. I used to just sit on my bed and record my videos. Anybody who watched the first couple videos can see that. My setup is different now because when I left my job, I needed the change, so I moved everything around. I added more pieces to the wall. I have another poster over there that you guys can't see, and I don't feel like turning the camera so you can see it. It's just some poster I got from Urban Outfitters. It's beautiful. So I really like to surround myself with beauty, and I think thinking about it now is probably to hide the ugly in the world. Like I just wrote a poem last night about how I was kind of hiding the ugliness of my life with beautiful pieces, and I was hiding all the the lifeless faces, all the emotionless eyes behind drawn smiles. And it's true, it's definitely true. These pieces that I've been making this last week are gorgeous, but the way I felt making those pieces and the way I felt before and after those pieces were completed is something completely different. Like I get an idea for something, I sit down, I'm like, all right, let's do this, and I drown everything out in music until I finish the piece. And once I finish the piece, I look at it, I'm like, oh yes, this is beautiful. I'm happy that it's finally finished. I put the sketchbook down, I put my desk back down because it rises and shit, and I turn off my music and I just hear the silence, and it's back to reality. And reality is kind of harsh sometimes, especially recently. I would just turn the music right back on and get started on something else. I still don't know what my relationship with beauty is, but I'm working on it. I know that I'm beautiful. I know that you're beautiful. And I know that we're all beautiful in our own way. That's all I know. Everything else is subjective. Everything else is there for you to figure out. I know that I love beautiful women. I know that I can't express it the same ways I used to, and I know I need to find an outlet to show my appreciation, because a lot of times I could just be talking to someone, I'm like, I just really would want to be like, yo, you're really like gorgeous. Like I could be in a whole DM conversation with a girl. Like some shorty just DM me talking about something I put on my story, and I wanted to say like, yo, you're really like gorgeous, and that's it's a fact. But you can't just go around saying that, because especially as a guy to a woman, because they're not gonna say it, they're not gonna take it the same way as if another woman told them, because they're gonna look at you like you're only saying it for a certain reason. Like, why are you saying that type shit, Like, it's true, you're gorgeous, but if someone who can easily be physically attracted to you, if they say that you're gorgeous, you're going to take it with a grain of salt, because you're going to take it like, oh, they just want to fuck type shit. Or they're only saying that because they think I'm attractive. They're not saying that because I actually am gorgeous. Or it doesn't really make me feel gorgeous hearing it from them, rather than if one of their best girls said it to them, they're gonna be super hype. Why? Because they know it comes from a genuine place. Like, niggas just say you're gorgeous because they want to smash type shit. I'm not gonna do that. If you're gorgeous, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna make sure your confidence is where it's supposed to be. because I do that shit to myself all the time. Every time I see myself in the mirror and I'm not in one of my moods, because I can't look at myself in the mirror when I'm in my moods. It's impossible. So a lot of times I catch myself in the mirror in my room and I'm like, yo, bro, you're dead ass gorgeous. I be looking at all my tattoos real closely these days. Like, this shit is beautiful to me. And I am beautiful, and I have to make sure that I know that. I have to make sure every single day that I know that I love myself. Just the same way I want to make sure all my friends, all my female friends, all my male friends, I want them to know how much, they mean to me. And I want them to know just how beautiful they really are, And with guys, it's harder because I can't just be like, yo, bro, you're gorgeous type shit. Because they gonna take it a certain way. So, it's hard on both sides to say, just to compliment someone. Which is why I gotta find a nice outlet for my appreciation. And until I do that, I'm gonna just stick to drawing people, I guess. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to just pinpoint the exact point that I wanted to speak about. But I think we talked about a lot. Talked about enough for today. So I'm not gonna hold y'all up anymore, and I'm not gonna make this too long, because who knows when I'm gonna edit this. So I'm gonna have to hit y'all with the deuces. Later. Stay beautiful. Love yourself.